Going to the tier list, I think I need to put my camera down here. Hollow A has to be S tier, right? Has to be S tier. See, the redeeming factor about Hollow A is the reticle itself, because the reticle itself is like very, 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 very small. I will say Hollow A is a easy S tier, but I will say there are some redeeming factors about Hollow B. If we go take a look at Hollow B, so this is Hollow B here, okay? And then if we put this above it and kind of bring down the opacity, can you see here? Can you see here how much like dead space there is at like... you get okay, look. I might switch to Hollow B. So if we look at just the scope itself, look at this. So you have all of this more space here at the top, more space up here, more space down here. So you physically see more. You physically see more on the Hollow B. And then if we look at specifically only the housing, look how much like more space the Hollow A takes up. Look, all of this space that you just couldn't see on Hollow A, but you can see now. Is that not crazy? Do you guys get what I'm saying? The only problem with the Hollow B, which could, I guess you could argue, makes the Hollow A a lot bigger.
I've got something hollow you can fill.
Is the scope here. If we move this to the side, see how this one is a lot more cleaner. This scope is so much better than, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, chat. I honestly might switch to Hollow B because doing this Photoshop has made me realize, low-key chat, would you hate me if I put Hollow B S tier? Hollow B S tier. Okay, so next one, Hollow C. Hollow C is dreadful. You do kind of get more view on the inside, like around the edges you do get a bit more view than the Hollow A, but it is by the tiniest bit. It is literally by the tiniest bit. Let's see the housing though. Let's see the housing. Interesting. The Hollow A still takes the most view, like you see less. Maybe wait, are we overhyping the Hollow A too much? Wait a minute, are we overhyping the Hollow A too much? The dot as well, the dot in the middle, the dot, not too bad as well, not too bad. But it is like these two lines here ruin it for me. These two lines here do ruin it for me. How much better, chat, how much better would it be? These were not a thing. Now look at it. Tell me this would not be 10 times, look at that. Tell me that would not be so much better. Look at that. Tell me that would not be so much better. But because it does have that, we might have to put it. Chat, where do we put it? C. Hollow C and C. C, C, B, C, C, C. You know what? Okay, we'll put it. Okay, Hollow D. Hollow D. Do I even have to go into Photoshop to argue this one? Chat, I don't even think I need to argue this. Yeah, you see so much less of the actual inside though. You see so much less of the actual inside. And the scope itself is horrific. D tier. Okay, red dot A. Red dot A is pure arse. I agree. Okay, well, let's see for reference. With with red dot A, you do see more here. But look, you're blocking all of this up here. All of this here. You can't see shit, man. You can't see shit. And then if we look on the inside, you do see more of your surroundings. And the red dot, okay, but the housing ruins it though. If the housing of the red dot A was a bit smaller or like tidied up, it could be S tier. But C tier, right? Red dot B. What we thinking? Let's take a look at the housing. Okay, already you see so much more. All this green area that you're seeing is the view that you can see with the red dot B that you couldn't with the Hollow A. Look at this. And then down here. So with the red, you see so much more. However, if we do take a look, okay, so the actual inside, this is the only problem now. This is the only disadvantage to the red dot B. The actual inside, you do see a lot less. And then for the scope, yep, for the scope, it is a bit bigger than the Hollow A. So the dot in the middle is a bit bigger. This little triangle bit as well is kind of annoying. If the scope was more like that, it would be more of a W. Chat, yes or no? It would be more of a W. But for how it is, what are we thinking? For how it is, you do see a lot more of your surroundings. Remember, every scope today, we are comparing it to the Holo A, because that is what seems to be superior. I wouldn't say it's quite S tier, but I will say A. I will say A tier. Now, red dot C. Red dot C. This is red dot C. Let's move this up. Red dot C. What are we thinking, chat? Red dot C. S tier. S, 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 A. S tier. A lot of you S tier. Okay, S tier. You do get more blockage up here and here. You do get more blockage. The inside, okay. Not too bad. The inside is not too shabby compared to the Holo A. It's you pretty much see the same amount as you would with the Holo A. You do get like little dead space here, but like kind of makes up here because you see more up and down here. A, S tier, A. You think S tier, A tier, A, straight S. I would put it A. A lot of you do love it, but let's be realistic. Is the red dot C on par with the Holo A? I'll put it A. Reflex A. Here we go. Reflex A. What are we thinking about this one, eh? What are we thinking about this one? Reflex A. So, with the Reflex A compared to the Holo A, you do see a lot more of your surroundings. All up here, all down here, you do see a lot more of your surroundings. The reticle itself, the inside, it is a tiny bit smaller. Then obviously, you do have the triangle in the middle. Also, chat, fun fact, how many of you guys knew that where your bullet goes is the tip here and not like the middle bit here? I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but the bullet is the tip of the triangle, not the middle. You think S? I don't know. I low-key, chat, me personally, I am not a fan of the scope, honestly. I don't know if it's me. Every time I play Reflex A, I feel like I shit the bed. I don't know if it's a skill issue, but I feel like I just can't perform on this scope. I just feel like I can't perform on this scope. On some guns, I could argue it's good. On the T5, it's pretty good. Overall, I have to give it an A. You guys are gonna hate me, man. Moving on. What's this? Reflex B, right? The housing. Let's go straight to the housing. Boom. Already, you see so much. You see so much of your surrounding. Look at all this space. I can see here now. I can see all here. I can see all here. I can see so much. Literally, I can see so much now. I can see so much. The only problem that I have with this scope that does not make it S tier, my problem with this scope, and I don't know what it is, there's something that pisses me off about this big chunk here. This big chunky wonky here, and this bit here, like this bit here being too close to the reticle, like the gap from here to the scope, like it's too small. Might have to put it in B tier. Chat, B. Okay, it is better than the Holo C. It is better than red dot A. B. The Reflex. Okay, yeah. So a B, it belongs in B. It belongs in B. It belongs in B. Reflex C. Housing, not too much of an advantage. Maybe like here and here, you can see more. Other than that, kind of dookie. The inside, I guess you can see more. And not more, but the top and bottom, but it doesn't differ too much. Yeah, this is trash. This is trash. Reflex is better than the Holo D. I've got to put it in C. Okay, now we don't need Photoshop anymore. Okay, but let's say Reflex C. I'm trying to think, what does it look like on Tachanka? Would Reflex D be good if it was on other guns? It's not the greatest. The middle bit as well is kind of big. So it's all right. It's not the greatest. I might put it. Honestly, I would rather it over those three though, those four. 1.5, bam, S tier. Now, the 2x scope. The 2x scope. Where would you put the 2x scope? Is it the 2x S tier? Is it 2x S tier or is it A? It is pretty S tier, innit? It is pretty S tier. ACOG, I might put ACOG. Chat, low-key ACOG is in B. Low-key ACOG is in B, and 3 times can go down. Is this chat? Is this valid? You know what? We're going to be even more specific. We're going to be even more specific. A+. That goes there. Is that valid? Chat, is that a valid tier list? Is that a valid tier list? Red dot C, A+. Red dot C. What, you think red dot C to A+? No, I think we leave it like that. I think we leave it like that. I think this is pretty valid, no? Hollow B, A+. You think move the Hollow B down? We might actually, you might be right. Should I move the Hollow B? Maybe. Okay, yeah. You know what? As much as I want to be a Hollow B supporter, I might have to. Okay, now that's valid. This is valid tier list. This is valid tier list. This is valid tier list. Hollow A 1.5, the 2 best scopes in the game. A+, the 2x scope, Hollow B, and Reflex A. Just below it, the red dot B and red dot C. B+ is the OG ACOG. And then NB, Reflex B, Reflex D, and this Russian ACOG. And then the rest is trash. Don't even mention those, man. If we are speaking MP7, if we're speaking MP7, boom, 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 boom. MP7, A+, W tier list. Chat, W tier list. W tier list. Final, take a screenshot. Boom.